The start of a new year always reminds us that change is in the air. This January, change is in the air across the United Nations, with a new Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, succeeding Mr. Ban Ki-moon, and change is in the air across the United Nations in the Caribbean with the launch today of a new program of action, the United Nations Sustainable Development Framework 2017-2021. I want to thank the Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade for giving us the opportunity to celebrate together this momentous occasion. So momentous indeed that the sheer press of people who wanted to attend forced us to relocate out of the Ministry's conference room. Today we mark a significant milestone in the history of the United Nations development assistance to Jamaica and the Caribbean. 6 United Nations country teams covering 18 nations in the English and Dutch-speaking Caribbean are joining forces to provide a combined package of development support to the region for the next 5 years. This joint effort is unprecedented in the history of the United Nations support to the region. Until now, that is for the 40+ years, our activities have been country-focused, relying on country-level programs such as the just concluded United Nations Development Assistance Framework, UNDAF, for Jamaica 2012-2016, and on UN resources at the country level. Until now, each United Nations country team shaped its own program of assistance, in blind disregard not only for the shared challenges and needs across the region, but also for the geographic dispersion of UN resources across the region. The new mechanism, the United Nations Multi-Country Sustainable Development Framework for the Caribbean, UN MSDF, channels the human resources and technical expertise of the United Nations system across the Caribbean into 4 priorities that have been affirmed at the regional level, then distilled at the national level, and which all align with the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. So change is in the air, but something fundamental has not changed. The basis for UN support to our member states remains those countries' own national development priorities. The MSDF areas of focus have been endorsed as critical areas of need by the government of Jamaica, which, along with other governments in the region, played a critical role in shaping the MSDF we signed today. Similarly, each country will retain the core financial resources it has been allocated by the governing bodies of the UN agencies, funds and programs, and each UN agency, fund and program will continue to engage with its own partners and pursue its own mandate. Now, what will change for the period 2017-2021 is that we will work together more coherently across the region, including Jamaica, around 4 areas of priority: an inclusive, equitable and prosperous Caribbean, a healthy Caribbean, a safe, cohesive and just Caribbean, a sustainable and resilient Caribbean. These priority areas aim to ensure that the voices, the realities, the capacities of those most often on the margins of policy development and implementation, women, children, youth, older persons, persons with disabilities, vulnerable groups, are at the forefront of the UN's support to our member states, so that, as mandated by the Global 2030 Agenda for Development, no one is left behind. These priority areas will address areas of critical national importance, such as education, social protection and economic opportunities, universal access to equitable, quality health services and healthy nutrition, reform of security and justice institutions with focus on corruption, citizen security and social cohesion, natural resources management, protection and sustainable use of terrestrial, coastal and marine ecosystems, renewable energy solutions, and inclusive and sustainable societies.